Hi everyone, it's Friday night, the 3rd of July, and day 185 of Living the Dream. My power statement for this morning said, I will keep doing the prioritizing step every morning and then keep those promises I make to myself every morning, because these steps, these actions, these commitments are playing a huge role in keeping me motivated and on track. Staying motivated, excited, and on track is the key to remaining consistent in our effort to bring pieces of our dream through the portal of our mind and into the world of the physical. Attracting the ideas needed, the concepts and messaging needed, the special interest catching words needed, and the energy that's needed to stay at it until these pieces of our dream begins to manifest themselves into the world of the physical will only happen if you feed your mind with motivational food that produces the resolve to stay with it. Oh man. And so here's what I've had on my to-do list today that does just that. Let me just read this here. Friday's to-do list. Fun. Go have a picnic with Kathleen on my lunch break. I'll talk about that later on. 2, exciting one. Finish the script for my follow-up email video for those who aren't part of the participating group. I'm suspecting that I might have some of those. Today, for my fun task, like I said, was to finish the script, was to go on the picnic, but the exciting task was to finish this script to follow up email that's going to have the video and that explains to folks exactly those 10, 11th one, 12th one, 20th one, 30th one, whatever, they can't participate with the 10 participants that I'm going to get. And so I wanted to be able to talk to them fairly and keep them as a fan in my acquaintance group or my fan group. I was so excited with this task because it came from having the thought, or what if there's more than 10 participants? What if I have 30 or 50 people respond to my ad? Maybe that's wishful thinking. I hope not. Then what? Well, the script is actually for the email video that I'll reply with, where I explain what's next for them. It was so exciting to write it out. It just came to me. Bam, bam, bam. The rest of the list said, check accounts, emails, continue typing out the bullet points. And as I showed you yesterday, I'm keeping doing that. Well, bam, I got them all done. I'm so excited about that. Did you wake up early and start strong? Yes, I did. Did you start your morning with power? I did. The same steps. I read the Workday Daily Schedules checklist. My success mentality pills. All of that. My reprioritizing review of my list. All of that. Win the morning, win the day routine. All of that is producing power within me. It's helping me be productive throughout my day. I'm getting the most important things done. My goals are moving forward, and I'm showing up at the person as I want to be and that I should be. And I'm giving personal time to Kathleen, and I'm consistent by being present with her. Well, I summarize these get honest with yourself questions by asking me this: were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? In other words, did you keep your commitments and promises you made to yourself this morning? I got every task done that I had on my to-do list for today, so check. Bam, done. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your two amigos put on the screen of your mind during the day today? In other words, did you make or produce any new movies? And if so, what were they about? Well, Workday Daily Schedule checklist, bam, done. Win the morning, win the day routine, bam, done. Go to the movies and watch must-see TV favorite 5 movies, bam, done. After breakfast, go up to my office and read the checklist, done. Take my success pills, bam, done. Prioritize my to-do list, bam, done. From there, I saw multiple movie clips of the process I will follow to get participants on that ad going out and that video being checked and clicked and listened to, and then me giving them the overview Zoom links and having those overviews with those, so I find my 12 participants. Bam, done. That's what I've been thinking and dreaming and playing on the screen of my mind. Next query I asked, was there anything that didn't go well today, Marty? In other words, was there one thing you could have done better? That one thing that would make all the difference going forward. Another way to say it is, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow? Even if your day goes sideways doing it, you'd still feel like it's a success because you got it done. What would that one thing be? And once you decide what that one thing is, turn it into a power statement for tomorrow. Well, the one thing I think will make all the difference going forward tomorrow is to get these last few tasks that I am stuck on done as soon as possible. period, so I can get on with getting participants and then get the building of my website going. So my power statement for tomorrow, I had wrote this: make a short checklist of my remaining tasks. I've got the large one, but just pull them off to a single remaining task that I've got to get done if I want to run the ad for getting participants and attack them. Attack that short list. Corey's next question says, were there any mistakes or failures I had or that I made today and that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, I was reminded to talk with Kathleen when my phone alarm went off at 8:30 this morning, like it goes every morning. I have it going every day to ask those questions of her. It was at 8:30 this morning, and so I asked Kathleen if there was anything we needed to talk about or that she wanted to plan for today, and she said she'd like to do something today since it's the day before the holiday and she has her day off today. So I suggested we have a picnic for lunch. She loved that idea, and she had something to look forward to for the next 3 or 4 hours later on at lunchtime. I have to tell on myself, though, because after we took our picnic, we were supposed to come back and welcome a new guest for our Airbnb tonight. Well, we came home, we met him, and got him settled in his room, and I didn't get back to my office until 4:15, and then I went up to upstairs and I worked and finished until about 5:30. But I lost about an hour and 15 minutes. With that hour or so I spent downstairs, I could have finished several more of the tasks that I still have faced me, and so that, I think, was a failure on my part. Instead of staying at it, you might say, aren't you retired and so you can take breaks like that? There's no boss pounding you to stay at it. Well, the internal boss I have does. True enough, but I have things I need to get done so I can start my coaching, and that slowed me down today. So the tool of success I can turn into a failure is to plan your work and work your plan. I can pull that out and plan it in the morning. I could have planned some time off so I didn't feel bad about it and make the choice to give up the hour and 15 minutes this morning instead of just being stuck in the middle of the day on a whim and doing it. I don't like that whim about me. I want to plan. Corey also says to ask yourself, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well? I think because I had my phone reminder at 8:30 this morning, which prompted me to ask Kathleen the question, is there something you'd like to do or say today? Setting up the reminder alarm was a success, a big success. Finishing the script for the follow-up with those folks who couldn't be participants in my focus group is also a big success. But I think the greatest success and what I did well is that I have implemented all of these success principles, aids, tools, and ideas into my to-do list and my daily checklist so that it is a dream maker, not a task master, and it is helping me accomplish incredible things. That overall was my greatest success today. It's all fallen into place and continue from day on and every day thereafter. It's just great. The next step in my end of the day success routine is to rate my day's effort. And so I gave today a 7. I say 7 because I worked at the speed of 7 today and was still successful, but I let that hour and a half step away from me. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I came up with for what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for external hard drives like this one right here. And let me explain why I say that. I say that because my wife's MacBook, her Apple MacBook Pro, which she has had for almost 10 years now, has been super slow for a number of months now. So frustrating to see that little thing spin and can hardly move through things fast. She's the type of person who is very thrifty and wants to solve her own challenges. And so for the last 3 or 4 months, she has been doing research as to what to do with that laptop if she's stuck on having to buy a new one and spend $1,500 to $2,000. Oh boy, that just froths her. She has gone to at least 5 places now, talked to several people, including Best Buy, Apple, Universal Computers, and YouTube, and even called some people on KSL and that kind of thing. She had resigned to the fact that it was time to get a new computer, and all her research left her feeling sad because of the kind of laptop she wanted with all the special features was at least $1,500, and I think the cheapest one that had it all was $1,900. Well, she talked to a gentleman on the phone, and he told her she should try to clean off her computer, swipe it clean, and then try re-adding a new iOS system back onto her laptop, and then she can bring things back on, and that should correct the speed unless it's really wiped out. Well, she's taken hours doing this, but because I had this external hard drive, she said, okay, I can put that all on, swipe my computer, and see what happens. So that's what she did. She went online to YouTube to learn how to add the iOS system back up to it. She put it all onto this external drive and stored those files, and she started to put things back, and it took hours, but when she was done, It worked. It's amazingly fast again. She is so happy she saved herself that money. I'm so proud of her. Something I certainly couldn't have been able to do. Next, I'm grateful for the law of hard work. And one of its foundational principles says, the harder I work, the luckier I get. Isn't that true? That's exactly what Thomas Jefferson, our third president, said. The harder I work, the luckier I get. Also, I'm grateful for the principle that says success occurs when opportunity and preparedness meet. Let me say that again. Success occurs when opportunity and preparedness meet. I've often said that success will not attack you. It certainly is a truism. Another truism says, if you pray as though everything depends on God and work as though everything depends on you, you'll be successful. We'll be prepared for opportunity when it comes knocking. Just remember that. There are two types of people who will tell you that you cannot make a difference in this world. Those who are afraid to try, and those who are afraid you will succeed. Isn't that a great quote? This was a quote by Ray Goforth, who is the executive director of the Society of Professional Engineering Employees in Aerospace, a real brainiac. With these principles and quotes as a backdrop, I would like to say that it's important that we keep things in their right priority. We should stop chasing the money and start chasing the passion. Let me repeat. We should stop chasing the money and start chasing our passion. Our own personal passion, if strong enough, will lead us to achieve our full potential as we stay on our journey of living the dream. I certainly was faced with opportunity on January 1st, and I am so happy that I was prepared to click and grab it. It's my hope that you are too. Anyway, another day of living the dream. Until tomorrow night, when I'll be right back here at this laptop, I wish you all continued success. Until then, good night.